Everyone is welcome to watch this program. If you like us, please click to subscribe directly. Prince Harry has made a shocking revelation about his motivations for living royal life. But what did the Duke of Sussex actually say? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced last month they wanted to begin a new life away from royal life. Speaking out about their decision last month, Harry said he was taking a leap of faith in order to provide his family with space for their next chapter. But now, the Duke of Sussex has attributed the decision to a startling and heartbreaking cause. So, what did he say was the reason? Prince Harry and Meghan posted the bombshell news of their intended departure from royal life on Instagram. In the post, the couple said they wanted to carve out a progressive new role within this institution, as well as working to become financially independent. In the wake of the news, members of the royal family gathered for crisis talks, and in the subsequent days, conditions for the Sussex couple's departure were outlined. In their new life, Harry and Meghan must step back from all royal duties, no longer receive public funds for royal work, no longer work on behalf of the Queen, and relinquish their HRH titles. Prince Harry was previously spoken out about his sadness about stepping back from the royal family one day after the conditions were published. But now, he has revealed even more intimate details about his motivations for stepping back from his inherited position. Meghan and Harry undertook their first joint public appearance since the Brexit bombshell was dropped. In a speech at a talk for JP Morgan in Miami, Prince Harry reportedly revealed he is in therapy. A source told the New York Post, Harry spoke about mental health and how he has been in therapy for the past few years to try to overcome the trauma of losing his mother. He talked about how the event of his childhood affected him and that he has been talking to a mental health professional. Harry also touched on Brexit, saying while it has been very difficult on him and Meghan, he does not regret their decision to step down as senior royals because he wants to protect his family. He does not want Meghan and their son Archie to go through what he did as a child. Meghan is also said to have addressed the crowd at the summit, during which he spoke about her love for her husband. The source told the newspaper Meghan and Harry's presence at the event was very hush-hush and that they were accompanied by a lot of security. The couple allegedly handled the event as keynote speakers. But it is currently unknown whether the couple, who announced they would be working to become financially independent, were paid for their appearance. The most recent admission from Prince Harry is not the first mention he has made of seeking mental health treatment. In 2017, he revealed his intense struggles following Princess Diana's death and how he has sought out emotional support. He told The Telegraph, "I can safely say that losing my mom at the age of 12 and therefore shutting down all of my emotions for the last 20 years, has had a quite serious effect on not only my personal life but my work as well. I have probably been very close to a complete breakdown on numerous occasions, when all sorts of grief and sorts of lies and misconceptions and everything are coming to you from every angle." Prince Harry added he eventually sought support with the encouragement of his brother and others close to him. He told The Telegraph, "Look, you really need to deal with this. It is not normal to think that nothing has affected you." He added, "The experience I have had is that once you start talking about it, you realize that actually you are part of quite a big club. Since stepping back from their royal duties, the couple and their 9-month-old son Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor have been staying in Canada. The couple are expected to split their time between the UK and Canada in the future after they have stepped down from royal life this spring. The royal family is losing 2 of its senior members in a matter of weeks. But which contenders are looking most likely to take over Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's position? Maxi sparked a media frenzy and widespread shock around the world. But for eager members of the royal family currently in the lower ranks, the stepping back of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is a prime opportunity to take on a more important role. So, which royals are most likely to step into Harry and Meghan's roles after Brexit? Last month, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle revealed their intention to step back from royal life. They said they wish to step down from their senior roles within the royal family, making them the second and third to do so in 3 months. In November, Prince Andrew stepped down from royal duties due to the controversy surrounding his relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. According to the Times and royal expert Tim O'Donovan, Prince Andrew, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle undertook a massive 558 royal engagement in the UK and overseas. This means with the loss of Meghan and Harry, as well as the previous loss of Andrew, other royal family members will need to step up to take on these responsibilities. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, is the wife of Prince Edward and mother of Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount and several. Sophie is known to have a very good relationship with the Queen, with many claiming she is in fact the Queen's favorite relative, based on the number of times she is chosen to be her traveling companion to church at Sandringham. With the departure of Meghan and Harry, it is thought Sophie will be called up to stand in their stead on the Queen's behalf. Sophie has already been chopped to stand in for the Queen on a trip to Sierra Leone, which was said to be a big success. The trip is one Meghan will likely have been chosen for, as the trip is aimed at helping Sierra Leone increase the part women play in promoting security and peace. Throughout her philanthropic work both before and during royal life, Meghan has always been a strong advocate for women's rights. Sophie and Edward also co-hosted the UK-Africa Investment Summit reception alongside their husbands in January. A royal source claimed, Sophie is a long-term favorite of the Queen and has been singled out as a person the palace would like to help ease the burden. She is very popular with other senior royals, like Charles and Camilla, and has proved to be extremely good at public engagement.